exciting. I love it.
Welcome and welcome back to day 2 of FETC. We are streaming live with Teacher Goals Tech Talks Live at 2026. I'm so excited. My name is Alaina Clark, and I have my first guest today, Dr. Rachel Edoho-Eket, who is one of your featured speaker, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. One of the featured speakers here at FETC this year, and she has a lot of amazing things she's doing here at the event. So, Rachel, why don't you just for our audience, our audience knows you, but why don't you share just a tiny bit about yourself and then a little bit about what you're doing here at FETC this year?
All right. Well, thank you for having me, Lena. I'm Dr. Rachel Edoho-Eket, and I currently serve as a school principal in Howard County, Maryland. And I also am the president of the Maryland Association of Elementary School Principals. And in that role, I get to talk to a lot of leaders across the country, in the state of Maryland, continuing to learn and grow. So that's been really awesome. And I also am an author, of course, of Relational Intelligence, the Key Factor to Exceptional School Leadership.
I'm getting my copy signed.
Co-written with Brad Johnson, who's absolutely amazing. And I also get an opportunity to speak. So I'm really fortunate to be a featured speaker this year at FETC. It's been an amazing conference. This is my first time here. So
I didn't realize that.
Yes, it's awesome.
So your first time here and you're a featured speaker?
I know,
like,
right?
That's kind of amazing.
That
doesn't surprise me, to be honest, but that's amazing.
Very thankful. I just love the energy.
Yeah.
It's the energy in the room.
Yep.
That's what's cool.
Yep. So here at FETC, I know you've already had some stuff, but can you let our audience know, especially if they're attending, where they're going to be able to catch you at here?
Yeah. So I would love to see you at our sessions. Yesterday, we did an executive leadership summit all day, which was amazing. And today I'll be speaking at 2 o'clock in the Tangerine Ballroom about boundaries before burnout. That's something I'm very passionate about. And we've dedicated chapter 9 to boundaries in our book. So I'll be highlighting some features from there. And then tomorrow I'll be speaking at 9:30 and then again at 2 o'clock for ones around mentorship and the other ones around engaging students and families to help students succeed. Yeah.
And tomorrow's ones I'm gonna be able to catch yours.
Excellent.
So that's
good.
So we've been talking a little bit, just with all of the energy in the room, we've been talking a little bit of our guest about, with education right now, with EdTech, what are you really seeing as the main concerns or main things that are on teachers' minds right now?
I think AI is a big one.
Yeah.
I think that's something that's newer for some. Some people, early adopters, were in AI as teachers and ready to go. Other teachers are learning more about that. And it's the same with system leaders. Some of us are using AI, some of us are just tapping into it. Same with students. The students really are excited about it, but we also want to teach them how to use it responsibly. So I think that's a big trend right now, is how can we have students become good ambassadors of AI, and how can we as the adults leverage it to help us, move education forward.
And one thing I want to ask you a little bit about, because I want to try to catch it, but I don't know a ton about it. I know you're judging Pitch Fest.
Yes.
So what exactly is Pitch Fest?
I think Pitch Fest is people have different ideas and products that they want to share. And so they've made videos already. So we kind of previewed some of the videos, but we get to hear the pitches in person.
Okay.
And then the audience will get to vote on their favorite product, and the winner is going to be announced tomorrow.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be an exciting one. Okay, well, since we do have you on here, tell them a little bit more about your book.
Okay, Brad and I wrote this book for school leaders and educators who really want to refocus on people. And part of the reason why we wrote it is because so many teachers are still leaving the field. So many leaders are leaving the field, and we know it's because of relationships. That's a big part of it. We can't control budgets. We cannot control mandates, but what we can control is how we treat people.
Yeah.
And so our book really focuses on how can we keep the people in our buildings, and how can we recruit people to come to our buildings, because teachers have a lot of choices.
Yeah.
And if they don't like one school, they will leave to go to another. And we know it's very disruptive when teachers leave buildings.
Yep.
It's disruptive for kids, it's disruptive for the community.
Yeah.
And it's disruptive for staff. And so our main goal is to help educators and leaders use this book to gain strategies to build trust, communication, and collaboration so that everyone works together to benefit kids.
I love that. And because I always say that, well, from my experience, people quit bosses, not jobs.
That's right.
So and it's so very
and
true.
It's hard when, if you haven't established that trusting relationship with people, you start to see people leaving in droves.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to avoid.
Yeah. And then it ends up being just a very hard job for an administrator because they then spend a lot of time just recruiting, interviewing, trying to fill that spot.
That's right.
Yeah.
We know there's going to be some natural attrition when people leave, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about people who are disgruntled or upset and are not happy where they are.
Yeah.
How can we as school leaders support teachers in staying?
Yeah.
And, and it's simple things. It's not anything that's revolutionary, but it takes time.
Yeah.
And it takes practice to do it well, because people will sniff out if you're not being authentic or genuine.
Yes.
Right. So we have to also work on our authenticity as leaders.
And so you kind of mentioned about AI a little bit. And since you are a principal, I'm kind of curious as how you are using AI right now in your school.
I use AI a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of it is around tasks, because what I've learned is, tasks are one thing and people are another. They both require time. And what usually happens with leaders is we spend a lot of our time on the tasks, and sometimes the people part gets pushed to the side because of the time. So what I've learned to do is to use AI to help me with the task, help me organize my thoughts and ideas, help me organize some emails, help me organize some frameworks so that I have then time to push into classrooms, to be with kids, to be with teachers, to be with our staff, because it gives me more, AI cannot replace that time, but AI can support the other task master type of things, Excel sheets and those things. So I'm really happy with how I'm using it, but there's always more to learn.
Yeah.
So I'm always consistently asking leaders, what are we doing? Let's share ideas so that we can get better together.
And then just being at a conference like this, I'm like walking around and just seeing things demoed or seeing people's presentations and how they're using AI in their schools. And I'm just like, it can be kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah. I'm really excited to hear the students piece. The keynote today had her students on the stage.
How was that?
Amazing. The children signed a copy of her book for me. So I love that.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't want to keep you too long because she has to go to judge Pitch Fest in a little bit. But I want to, we've been asking everyone, and I have to mention too, TeacherGoals is her publisher.
Yes.
So make sure you pick up this book because it's not only supporting TeacherGoals, you're also supporting Rachel.
Yes, thank you.
But one question we've been asking everybody is, we are TeacherGoals. So what is one goal you have for yourself this year?
Ooh, I have a lot of goals, but one goal is definitely to keep growing. I want to do a little bit more writing. I want to try some more blogs. I want to continue to push out information. And I want to keep learning. I definitely want to keep learning more about tech and AI and how I can use some of those digital tools to help my life become better. A lot of what I talk about is around sustainability for districts and for district leaders and educators. And so anything that I can learn to do to make my life easier, I'm going to do it.
I love that.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. And I want to thank Rachel for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. We had to have you. And also everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back today at 1 o'clock with Ryan from We Video. So make sure you come back and check in. And thank you guys so much. Have a nice day.
Bye.